It's hard to get excited about a racing game with mascots these days, but retired game characters have to amuse themselves somehow. Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed makes a genuine effort to get fans' motors running with kart racing that crosses land, sea, and air in an attempt to find high-octane fun. Does the Sega crew earn a checkered flag, or is this mascot racer just a spectacular wreck?
Get ready! Go!
Racing Transformed gets a lot of mileage by offering a number of different ways to engage the racing. The game's career mode puts you on a branching path leading you through an appealing mix of standard races and special events. Completing races on various difficulty settings earns you medals used to unlock gates, letting you access additional modes and new characters, including a couple of seemingly incongruous guests.
Danica Patrick unlocked!
The different challenges offer genuine tests of your racing skill. You'll find yourself perfecting the drift technique to keep time on the clock, dodging waves of traffic while chasing down moving checkpoints, and practicing your aim while pursuing a massive tank. Focusing on a single specific challenge, like trying to maintain your top speed throughout a boost challenge, can be just as enjoyable as dealing with the dynamics of a frantic, multi-car race.
Awesome!
Outside the career mode, Grand Prix is a good medium-term commitment that requires you to perform consistently over a series of races, awarding you points for a podium finish. If you're just looking for a few minutes of fun, you can also jump into a single race or work on your lap times. Split-screen multiplayer is simple to set up, and you can compete online in regular races and arena battles. There's plenty here to keep you busy, and nothing really feels like a throwaway. The 20 total tracks provide a lot of interesting ground to cover. Like the vehicles, the tracks themselves will often change between laps, so the experience stays fresh as you learn the layouts and develop favorites.
Triple flip! Checkpoint!
The transformable vehicles in Sonic All-Stars are particularly well suited for racing. In boat form, your craft is affected by moving waves. Flight mode lets you roll and dive to get extra speed. Things feel best on solid ground, however, where you'll get the best sense of speed. A simple trick system and graceful sustained drifting let you reposition yourself while building up multiple levels of boost. Karts handle differently, determined by individual categories like top speed, handling, and acceleration, and specific events might heavily favor a certain attribute. Selecting a different vehicle might be the right answer, but you can also unlock kart mods to tweak the attributes of your favorite racer by winning races and leveling up.
Just leave this to me.
Power-ups can be the great equalizer. The game has a good mix of items borrowing the best concepts from kart racers without going overboard with redundant or confusing options. Items feel useful, but not too cheap. The Swarm power-up targets the front of the pack, but skilled racers still have a chance to dodge. Each character also has an All-Star mode, an extended duration power-up that superpowers your ride for a limited time. The overall feel is great, but sometimes the changeable nature of the tracks and vehicles can team up to send you veering off course. The looser handling boats feel like they have a mind of their own, and the transition to open skies can sometimes feel rather disorienting. Course knowledge is definitely one of the keys to success, and it pays to experiment with different routes.
Finish!
Even if you aren't prone to geeking out over classic gaming references, All-Stars Racing Transformed has a bright audiovisual charm that perfectly matches its arcade vibe. You'll find Sonic and the gang speeding through creative environments that, along with catchy and melodic music, evoke a colorful and eccentric history. Not every individual element is perfect, and characters can feel pretty unnatural when they step out of their rides for the post-race report, but a nice level of polish and detail keeps the presentation consistently slick.
All-Star! Super Pickup!
Despite its goofy title and questionable marketing tie-ins, Sonic and All-Stars Racing Transformed deserves to be taken seriously, just not too seriously. It's a fun, challenging, and easily enjoyable racing game that uses a lot of familiar mechanics and ideas, but knows well enough to try and do its own thing. And it does that thing pretty well.
Time over!